I'm running on literally zero sleep. I stayed up all night. Haven't done that in a long time. This will be an interesting day. Have a good day at work. Yes, 7-Eleven, I am coming to you. Oh, parking spot over here. Regular or large? Yes. Large. Hey, buddy. Hi. I have no way of proving it, but I think that might have been the greatest nap of all time. Noboru, stop that. Look at this, you're tearing your own home apart. Man, you really just cut a hole right through there. I worked hard to make this home for you. Okay, not super hard, but you know, it took a little bit of time. Okay, here's the thing. It's like 8:15 p.m. I really haven't been exercising at all recently, and I don't really feel like going for a run, but I do want to take a walk. I also want to talk to you guys about the movie that I watched yesterday, because it was an interesting movie. So I figure, why not do both at the same time? Cool. Hey, buddy. There's a car coming. Come here. Come here. There's a car. Look out, look out. Ah! Safe. So yesterday I went to see this anime movie. It is called Kokoro ga Sakebi Tagatte da, I think. It's a long title. The director of this movie, he did another thing called Ano Hana no Namae wa Bokutachi wa Mada Shiranai, or something like that. This guy likes long titles for his things. But anyways, this one, Kokoro ga Sakebi Tagatte da, it's in theaters now, it's brand new. I think the English title is going to be Beautiful Word, Beautiful World. That might change, I don't know, but I think at the moment that's the English title. I wanted to see this because I actually liked his last work, the one with the other long name, Ano Hana. I really liked that. It was an interesting anime about like a group of school kids kind of coping with the loss of their friend. This one strikes a similar theme. It's about a young school girl coping with very tragic adult things. I guess this is kind of his thing. But yeah, it was interesting. I don't know. So I'm in this kind of like rice cleaning booth. It's like this automated machine that, you know, once you harvest your rice, you can bring it here and it like washes and cleans your rice for you. How's this for an interesting vlogging location? Anyways, here's the story of this movie I saw yesterday. So at the beginning we see this little girl, the main character, her name is June. She is like 5 or 6 years old at the very beginning of the movie. She's kind of dreaming about this castle on a hill and meeting her prince and living in a castle. we, as the audience, we see this castle that she is daydreaming about, and we see that it's actually a real place, but it is actually a love hotel, which is a place where adults go to do their business. So it starts out with this kind of humorous little gap like that, with you know, her being in her own little world, and us, the audience, knowing what she's actually looking at. But then the humor stops right there, and she sees her dad coming out of the love hotel with a woman who is not her mother. And at first she's actually really excited because she thinks, oh my god, my dad's a prince, he's coming out of the castle. But then she goes home and tells her mom figures out what she's talking about and what happened, and her parents end up getting a divorce right at the beginning of the movie. And her dad, the little piece of crap human that he is, the day that he's moving out, the day that he's leaving them, he tells the main character, June, he tells this little girl, his 5-year-old daughter, that it's her fault that this is happening because she's such a blabbermouth. She talks too much. And so that has obviously this like huge emotional trauma on her, and she ends up just kind of becoming mute. She just decides from that day forward, I'm not talking. And that's the setup for the movie, and then from then, okay, I need to get out of here. That's annoying. Hello, how are you? Sleepy. Another long day? 5 hours of English? Yeah. 6? Yeah. God. Can I have a cafe latte, please? What other classes do you take?
Chinese.
Really? Whoa. And English and Chinese only?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Taking a break in the convenience store. Where was I? Okay, so after we set up the story, the movie then jumps ahead several years to when she's in high school and she can't talk. And I'm not going to give away too much of the story, but I will say that the story kind of revolves around a musical that her high school class is doing. And it turns out that even though she can't speak, she can sing her feelings and thoughts. So that's kind of the main crux of the story. I'm gonna say some good things I liked about the movie first. First of all, I really liked the opening. The image of this little girl fantasizing about a prince in a castle, and then having the audience, us, see what she's looking at and see the reality of the situation, that juxtaposition, that gap in perception, was really interesting, and it was funny, and it was just an interesting way of introducing us to this world. But then the humor that is inherent in that, after that moment, just was completely gone, and there was really no humor left for the rest of the movie. That kind of disappointed me. I will say the voice acting was pretty good. The animation was really gorgeous. I kind of liked the central concept of it, the having a girl that can't speak but she can sing what she feels. It lends itself to a musical very well. It's not a wholly original idea, but it worked for this story and I really liked it. Now, what I didn't like so much about the movie was just the overall execution. After that opening, which I thought was really solid, the rest of the movie is just kind of a very cliche high school drama that I've seen over and over again, especially in anime. Yeah, it was okay, but there was nothing really original or new or interesting about it that made me feel like, oh, I'm really glad this movie was made. I'm really glad that I got to see this, because it was something really new and interesting and fun. There was none of that. So I guess if you're a fan of this director, I would recommend seeing it. But for just a casual anime fan, or someone who has never seen this guy's work before, skip this one. Go see his last work, Anohana. That was really good. This one, it's definitely skippable. That's it. I'm sure I look like kind of a creeper right now, but this right here, this is super cool. And the sky, of course you can't see it, but the stars are out. It is crystal clear tonight. So I just kind of had to stop here at this shrine and just take a break and just chill here. It is gorgeous. That's all for today. If you are interested in the movie that I was talking about today, I'm gonna put a link to maybe the homepage or the trailer or something about that movie. It just opened here in Japan, so I'm sure there's nothing about it in English available, but yeah, check it out if you're interested. Check out that director, he's cool. I don't know his name, so I'm just saying that director. Maybe I'll write that in the description. Alright, good night.